my next tweak and repaint will be this Landspeeder that I got from my friend Andrew, who sent it to me. And it looks pretty accurate, doesn't it? Except the colour's all wrong. I've got a saucer suitable pink to match the one used in the film. I've got to do something with that cockpit because it's pretty basic. You've got that whacking great big stick, and that's for the wheels. You can pull that stick and it raises the wheels up so it's flat on the ground, but I'm going to leave it like that because you shouldn't see them really, and it will help the hovering side of things. So first job is take it apart so I can get to that cockpit and do some work on it. Hopefully remove that canopy as well. Right, that's the wheels minus the springs. Upper whole half, cockpit display, seats, headrests, canopy. Right, let's get started. Alright, so the cockpit area, I've done it in metallics, washed with black, and then I've been dusting him up. I mean, it's the dust of Tatooine, so he's quite dusty. Same as the headrests, all beat up. I like it in Star Wars. And then same thing there. What I've done there is these little control boxes, these monitors, I've done in black and then dry brushed. But the screens, you can see that that's actually just black screen, and I've put a coat of clear green over the top. You can sort of, in some lights, kind of see what I was up to. So I've hand painted the pink salmon rose, Vallejo salmon rose, mixed up a burgundy sort of thing and gone over the markings. It's a bit crude, as you can see, but I've got to tidy all that up, and any blemishes are going to be covered up by all the metal scratches and everything that I'll be putting on. So yeah, just in the process of putting him back together and tidying him up. Oh, well, looking more like it now. That horrible bluey metallic I've covered up with a dark grey, and now everything's been given a very wet, thin wash of black and raw umber, which I just moved around with the wet paintbrush, let it pool a bit, and as it started going off, I just dabbed it off. So that's first stage weathering. Next is to go in and repaint all these metallic parts and inside the grills that are just there. And then I'm going to start on putting the chippings on everywhere. Oh look, there's a little bit of that metallic blue left. That's the colour that was up there, just as a reminder. So I'll be back next with the first stage of metallics in. For the metal chippings, I can't just splodge on a metal paint because it will look like I've just splodged on a metal paint. What I do is I go in first with this, which is a very, very dark gunmetal, like that, very randomly with an old blunt brush. I've been trying to kind of like match the studio miniature and the miniature, the full-size miniature, what am I saying? So I've gone in with a dark gunmetal, and then over that with the same blunt brush is in the middle of each of those, put in a lighter metal colour, leaving some of the darker along the edges to make it look more like, you know, there's layers to this wear and tear rather than just a bit of metal paint. So that's the next step, and I put that dark paint in there. I've got to pick a lot of things out in there. I've got to fill in the metal colours in the grills as well. So there we go. I've mottled other shades, lighter shades of metals on. I've put a bit of rust on there as well. Shouldn't really be rust, it's a desert planet, isn't it? So yeah, nearly done. I think the final thing I'm going to do is actually put some sand on it. And it's really weird. The studio miniature and the life-size prop, there's no sign of any dust. And Tatooine is a desert planet. But I'm going to put some on anyway. And then I'm going to be done. And here we go. IG-88 there as a new ride. So, yeah, as I say, we've got some Tatooine dust on him. No rust on him. I decided not to put any rust on. So this is just a rusty rather than a dusty Landspeeder. And yeah, nice fun little project this. Indebted to my friend Andrew for giving me the toy in the first place. And yeah, had a blast. So yeah, thank you, Andrew.